out and then try to assassinate the Baron.
And Norbert is single-handedly distracting Isabella. Seems like the highest risk task out of all the tasks.
Yeah, I do remember
one more
taking that
time.
on.
Okay. So you also wanted to attune to that amulet while you were sleeping?
I did, yes.
So during the night, you did attempt to attune to this like large amulet hearthstone that the night hag Morgantha was wearing around her neck. Attuning to it, you realize that you can, like her, become ethereal. So once a day, you can cast the etherealness spell.
Ooh, okay. DM, is this an item that I can find in Roll20 now that I know that it is, or?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
Just assume it has the same spell effects as etherealness.
Okay, got it.
So etherealness may be different in Barovia, slightly. But it will function mostly the same.
Yeah, you don't go to the ethereal.
But Strahd can still see you.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, you're talking like a Lord of the Rings thing?
That's what I was envisioning.
Yeah, I see.
It actually just creates like a beacon whenever you use it.
I mean, that's like Frodo's ring.
First there was a Palantir, now we got like the One Ring situation. What? This is just a Lord of the Rings camp.
Okay.
I'd like to change
All
my
right.
name. I want to be just the rogue in Lord of the Rings.
Aragorn? You want to be
He's a
Aragorn?
ranger.
He's a ranger.
I think
Okay,
really
he's
the
the
rogue
ranger.
is Bilbo Baggins. That's canon.
That's yes,
yeah.
actually. 1,000,000%.
He's hired as the burglar.
I'm thinking Smeagol.
I'm Tom Bombadil.
Oh, what was the really cool, like the first wizard dude? The goat. Wait, something like the animal
Tom?
friend.
Tom.
Yeah, I want to be Tom.
Tom Bombadil.
Tom was not a
yeah.
wizard. He was
Tom
like
Bombadil.
separated out from everything else in Lord of the Rings.
He taught Gandalf how to use magic.
No.
He's like the planet itself or some shit.
He's like completely separated from everything that's happening, and he's massively powerful. He
Not
just
the last season of the Power.
Are you
with
thinking Radagast?
No.
yeah, Radagast is a wizard.
But he's lame.
I want to
I'm
be
thinking
Radagast.
Tom Bombadil, but in the Rings of Power, that's what it's called on the Amazon show.
Yeah, just
I haven't
finished
watched
season 2. Just
I have
finished
not
season
watched
2.
it. Oh, he's actually in it though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he teaches like this wizard dude who's lost his memory how to use magic.
No.
And I think the wizard dude is Gandalf.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being intentionally vague.
No, it is vague. I don't.
Hi, girl.
It's one of the Istari is taught how to use magic, or like I don't know if effectively use it.
Well,
It's a
I will
staff.
just say that I am essentially in agreement with you.
All I remember is that he could touch the One Ring and it had literally no effect on him. He's like, "Oh, that's cool. Here, you can have it back." All right. So it is the morning of the festival. And you all wake up in sleeping arrangements in Rictavio's massive trailer, kind of drowned out from the noise of the saber-toothed tiger.
Hold on, did I go make my zombies, or did we decide that's not part of the plan?
All right. No, tell me what you did with the zombies, if that's what you were going to do.
Well, I don't know. I'm still wondering. Nobody else really said that's a great plan. You know what I mean?
I just need to know if you did this or not. You have to
I'm
decide.
So
I'm
my only
asking the
question,
group. Do they decide? Do they
No,
agree with
they told you what
necromancy?
they felt. You can just choose to do it now or not.
if we're fleshing it out, like my only question is, how do you summon? Like, can you summon them anywhere? Because if so, I'd say wait till you're in position so that you don't cause a scene
Just
before.
because of spell slot
Yeah, you want to
usage,
do it before you sleep. I get it.
Well, I need one. I could make one now and 2 in the morning. I thought I could make 5, but it's only 3, which also affects my feelings about whether or not this is a good plan. I thought I had 5.
If you're going to start the morning by using up all of your spell slots on zombies, I'd say you'll probably find a better use. Would be my take.
Oh, I do have Call Lightning. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that plan. Plus, creating more creatures just makes combat harder for everybody.
I'm like, either you
I
have
totally
focus
shared
on
the
and you're
plan
not
with you
attacking
guys, though.
people. Like, I don't know, but since we're not trying to kill people, the fire just seems like the better route.
Oh, right, the fire. I didn't love the fire, but we're doing the fire. That's why I was trying to get other plans going, but
Unless your zombies are just going to light themselves on fire and then run into buildings. Spread the fire a little bit.
no. I want to abandon Operation Zombie. I thought I could make more. If I had 5, it might have been more viable, but that's not much of a distraction. Like, hey, look, it's 3 zombies.
I mean, once you start killing people with them, sure, but like we're
Well,
trying
I'm not
not
killing people. Is
exactly.
the other goal.
Like, oh, that
That's
dude
why I
looks.
don't want the fire.
He seems totally peaceful, just shambling about.
Plus, it's Barovia. In any event, that's if we're going to bed, I'm good.
If you want to make one as a bodyguard to waste a spell slot before we sleep, we can put cloaks on him, make him sneaky.
Is anybody else doing anything in the night?
No.
I don't have anything to attune to, right? I haven't been slacking on any magic items.
I don't think so.
I got a couple spell scrolls in my inventory.
And a couple darts I wish it would break, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point.
I barely ever use them now. Now that I have my blades. Necromantic ritual tome is in my inventory. Is that something that I can study?
No.
I also have a leather bound black book, but that's it.
You all are awoken by a commotion of like shifting and footsteps. Like you can hear a few people outside like heaving something large working together. You can hear them all just grunting. Urgh! Urgh! Come on, men, just put your back into it.
I'd like to. Are we inside? Can I peek out a window?
Yeah, so you pull back the curtain and you peek out the window. Do a perception check, please.
Okay, 22, but I can also
You see 6 guards that have brought over kind of a very large like flat wheeled trailer that they're trying to push the effigy onto. The effigy being like it looks like a giant wicker ball.
Thought it was going to be more artistic than that.
Do
All
we
right.
have
It represents the sun.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be a much better representation of the sun here in a minute.
Hold on, it's illegal to talk bad about the festival.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a rule once we take over.
Were we on some kind of stockpile of flammable stuff? Am I recalling that correctly?
Rictavio did mention that he had alchemist fire.
Yeah. And what's the effigy made out of? You said like a wicker thing,
It's wood. So yeah, wicker wood.
but it's huge, right?
Yes.
Could I just trying to get a feel for what's going on here? Would it be possible theoretically for me to offer to help them and then also stash a vial of alchemist fire inside of it to make it more easily ignitable?
Sure. Rictavio kind of took your lead, and he's peeking out like the other side of the window. And as you're mentioning, like maybe like sneaking into the guards and putting it in there, Rictavio goes, "Well, that kind of puts a wrench in that plan."
Wait, what plan? Why?
It looks like they're attaching prisoners to the wicker ball.
Oh
Okay.
no!
How many prisoners? How are they attached?
I can't tell. They've got hoods on them, but they're very
Uh.
small.
Okay. So is this the morning? Like we've made it through a long rest?
Yes.
And how many guards are there?
There are exactly 6.
Oh, wait. I wanted to ritual cast augury before we left again. Just to ask about the vibe of like, if we set the city on fire, how poorly is that gonna go?
All right. I would say you woke up the same time as everyone else, so you're still casting it.
Oh, we haven't left. Okay.
We woke up to this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say like you wake up and you're like, okay, I remember I need to ritual cast this.
Yeah, but then it gets interrupted. Yeah, no. I was like, oh damn, did I miss leaving? No, we're still there.
And that means
My
I
bad.
can't do my morning ritual of inspiring you all either. So,
Okay, are the prisoners already attached or they're in the process?
They're in the process. It looks like they're roping them up right now.
Oh, they're just attached with ropes?
Yes.
What I mean, when it lights on fire, then won't the ropes just burn and then they can run?
The ropes are wrapped around quite a bit. It looks more like a rope cocoon at this point,
Oh,
with their
God.
heads sticking out.
okay. So my pitch to the group here, let me know what you think, is we can probably just overpower these 6 people. We can try to do it non-lethally. If we light the effigy on fire here after freeing the prisoners, is that still sufficient, you think, for the guards to come and be alerted to it?
yeah, I mean, if we're going to jump the guards, we're going to give up we were trying to make this look like it could have been an accident to not like tip off everyone to be on high alert. So that is not going to be feasible anymore, but I do think it is worth it to save however many people.
Well, if we're fast enough, we could also just try to start a fire somewhere else on our way.
Nah, this thing is set up to burn. And also, like, the Baron was planning on burning these people anyway. I say we free them. Let's do it.
But it's a ball. It's a giant ball. Can we roll it? Are we at a high point in the city? Is just a nice, slow, gradual path all the way through the city that is downhill? Just checking.
I mean, yeah, I think there's more of a downhill path east out of the city, but with them attached, they'll probably die.
No, I'm talking about after we free them, and I don't want it to go east. I was thinking if we can light this and just roll it through the city, maybe then people will be too freaked out to question how it happened.
Let's do it, but let's attack the guards.
I'd like to stealth. I want to prep for a stealth attack. I'd recommend everybody else do too.
Leor has
Sounds
no
good.
concept of what a stealth attack means for her, so she's gonna
Wait for my
hold back and wait
signal.
for somebody else to do something first.
Yeah, wait till I give a non-verbal signal, and then we all ambush them and try to I don't know, wound them before they know what's going on, and then finish them off.
Oh
You know,
shit! I didn't
classic,
mean to roll that. Sorry.
classic movie
Wait.
ambush stuff.
Rictavio waves you down, Leor, and goes, "Wait. Why don't we let them wheel the prisoners in front of the crowd?
Then we're gonna. Oh.
This could work in your favor for your speech. When you interrupt him, this could look good for you."
Yeah, but it's putting a bunch of kids at risk. Like I
Yeah,
get
but
it.
this
That's very
isn't about
logical,
looks.
but
Okay, how are they cocooned?
We still
All
have
around the lake?
surprise. We still have surprise. There are 2 prisoners on there that would be sympathetic to the people around, and we could. I mean, I don't know. I think that we're just giving away our surprise for this. Maybe may
yeah,
make everything else fall through.
Okay, so one
Yeah.
counterpoint, which is how are 2 of them striking sympathy with the crowd if there's hoods over all of them? But more to the point, are they
Well-
cocooned up like around? Like, how are their hands? If we were to potentially try to sneak them a knife, would the cords conceal it, and would they potentially be able to use it to cut through the ropes themselves?
So you would have seen it when you looked back out, but it's kind of like a T pose, almost like kind of like the crucifixion type thing, but their arms are just wrapped up around these giant wicker branches, and so are their legs.
Have we considered impersonating the mayor?
Oh, that's a good counterpoint.
the Baron.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to continue to call him a variety of different leader positions.
The president.
But I like that idea. You could impersonate the Baron and just say plans have changed. Now I want the prisoners to, I don't know, be hung or something instead. Go prepare the effigy. Or not be killed today. We're going to spare them for a little while. Torture. He wants to torture him first. That makes sense.
And the reason I think the crowd would be more sympathetic is because they are smaller, so they're either very, very short commoners or children.
Well, we have met some very short people recently. Like pointed glance at Elira.
Well, if our comrade, Mr. Charlatan, thinks that it's really essential that we get this child sympathy thing, might I pitch?
No, it's not. I think also, like, if you want to impersonate the Baron, it's risky, but that could work as well. But we wouldn't spoil our surprise. I'm more worried about spoiling the surprise.
We could do both. Leor could impersonate the Baron, and then Edgetheow could pretend to get tied up on the thing for sympathy, and then spring out and give assistance to Leor. Or was Edgetheow supposed to go with me in like stealthy cat form or something?
Ooh, Edgetheow, can you turn into like a phoenix? Because that would be pretty dope for like a demonstration.
Have you
I don't
seen
know.
a Phoenix,
I've never
Edgetheow?
flown.
I don't.
I've never
This is an
flown at
in-character
all.
question.
I'm not sure phoenixes are even real, but in terms of any bird, I don't know how to fly yet.
He's a land druid.
Can you turn into anything that can spit fire? Can you turn into a dragon?
Komodo dragon?
Oh no, anything with fire is right out too. I'm like, you've pretty much seen my best stuff. I was a horse once. That was pretty cool. You missed that. You missed that one.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, got it. I guess I'm not opposed to letting the prisoners out there, but then it's so risky because we have to make sure that we are ready to intervene before they burn to death.
That's true.
I could become one of the prisoners.
That part I'm less sold on. Like, I think that's might be beneficial, might not be, but I feel like impersonating the Baron's worth a shot just to get rid of the prisoners here and maintain the element of surprise, because it's going to be harder to free them all.
Like, are we imagining that we're just like calling with like something that sounds like kind of like his voice, or are we trying to like physically look like him?
Don't you have this magical mask that lets you like turn into anybody?
No, I don't anymore, and I'm really bitter about it. It's gone. Anyway.
Do we know what happened? Did I just?
Yeah, it melted into my face.
Oh yeah. Can you try using it? Just because it melted in your face doesn't necessarily mean you lost its powers. It might still be there.
Yeah. Okay. Like, hello, dream person who gave me a mask. Are you there? Would you like to turn me into the Baron?
Do a religion check.
Okay, I'm not very good at that.
Can I
Okay.
assist by giving this awesome advice?
I rolled an 11.
You get no response.
Yeah, figured.
Okay, I don't know how it works. I don't think anybody of us know how this creepy magic mask that melted in your face works. Worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay. But I could maybe try. You know, I've got I have a cantrip I could maybe use to change my voice a little bit. So I could try to like sound like him, but I don't know how I would look like him.
Yeah. What about a letter? Do we know? Does he have a seal? Can we forge the seal? Can I do like some thieves' tool check to like do a forgery here?
Yeah, I would let you do it, but I don't know if you would have time to do that. They're getting ready to cart him
actively.
away right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if I quickly sabotage one of the wheels on the cart to buy time?
It would just be risk of discovery. You would have to
Yeah, I could take that
avoid
risk.
the gaze of like 6 guards. So
Or
it
I
would be
could
very difficult.
Oh, Leor, you're pretty good at performance stuff, right?
Yeah.
You want to go out there and pretend to be like super drunk and making a show or something, or just really alluring or
They're going to
distraction?
arrest me. They're actively looking for us.
Forgot about that.
Like otherwise, yes, that would absolutely be my jam, but
Okay.
I need to
Final
pick up
pitch
like a
here.
disguise kit next time we're in a
Yeah.
city shopping for stuff.
Final pitch, and then I'll let other people decide on what to do. But is it possible to jam the wheel axle thing like I did with the executioner's hang release deal? Like, throw something in there to kind of wedge it to where it doesn't move.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that will work, but also there's risk of discovery there as well.
Yeah, I'm willing to take a little bit of risk of discovery if I'm 20, 30 feet away or whatever.
I think it's just the stakes are higher. I think we just let this happen and we leverage them for crowd support and we try our best not to let them die.
Yeah, okay, but both in character and out of character, because my part of the plan is not to be there while like it's putting everything in your guys' hands to try to rescue these people. And in
Yeah.
character, I don't want to roll those dice if I'm not a part of trying to help prevent it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm putting my foot down here, but I have hesitation with this.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Tavio puts his hand on your shoulder, Zaro, and goes, "We have to trust each other. Trust is the only thing that will make this plan work."
I mean, you better save all those prisoners. Looking at Rotavio and doing finger eyes.
Everyone needs to execute their part of the plan. All right.
Throwing this out there, Theo, you don't have the ability to magically shape ropes or whatever, right? I don't know if I'd have any knowledge that exists. But
No.
just checking. Okay. Just to recap, because it's been a whole night of long sleep since the plan. My plan is just to sneak off and go on my own to the palace. Oh no, the Baron's going to be there. You're going to give the speech. When the Baron's leaving, I'm going to assassinate him en route to his house. That was
Yeah.
that was.
Or during the speech, or whenever the spirit moves you, really.
Well, yeah. The thought was he might not have 500 guards if I can get him in the process of moving.
Mm-hmm. When you have the opportunity, just go for it.
All right.
But not before.
If
Not on his way, right? You want him to get there and him to give a speech and you to interrupt the speech. That part.
you have an excellent opportunity to knock the Baron out at any point, I think that's fine. Like if you happened to kill him before he got up and gave a speech, I can stand up there and do crowd control on my own.
Okay, cool. Just for, can you ping on the map where the speech is happening and where the Baron's house is?
Yeah, one
Here.
sec. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, I wasn't actually looking at the map. The speech is happening right here,
Yeah, I thought so.
and the Baron's house is here. A little orange right there.
Okay. Do I know if he's going this north road or the south road?
You have no idea what the Baron is doing.
Okay, I'd like to maybe post up in one of the, like a stealthy spot on like a rooftop or a balcony or something in like this path here.
Okay. Is Edge Out joining you there, or?
Preferably
That's
this
what
spot.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought the plan was for me to come be the distraction, like side distraction to the main distraction.
You
Yeah,
can honestly Edge Out at this point. Every other party member kind of has their specific role. You can join any one of them to make them more likely to succeed.
I would go with David. Well,
Okay.
yeah. Because I can stealth in for sure. I'll become a spider or some shit. I can get in safely.
Yeah, if you guys have to pursue the Baron back to his manor, then I think that's the right play to have Edge out with you.
Agreed.
change color.
Norbert, how are you gonna how are you gonna do with Isabella?
I am still figuring that out. She was not as receptive as I was hoping last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still trying to figure out that angle. And while we're on the subject, real quick, did we have any specifics on like where I was going? Like, I'm assuming I was going to try and head her off at the pass, so to speak, um, before she joins the crowd. Or did we have any thoughts on that last time before
You don't know
concluding?
where exactly she's going to be.
Okay, so it was just find Isabella and deal with Isabella.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
She does live
Right.
at the Baron's house though, so
You've got the hard task. Like,
So
I
where
thought
would
about
you?
joining you because of that, but what am I gonna do?
So where would you like to start? Would you like to start at the festival or where else? Norbert.
Uh,
And also Zaro, did you want to do your like mind meld with everybody?
That's a good plan. Yeah.
I feel like you would say like, and retroactively you would tell me you wanted to do that, so I might as well bring it up now.
Yeah, no, that's a good prompt. That's something that seems obvious. What am I up to a higher D whatever now?
wait, before we split ways, speaking of things that we would bring up later, I would like to inspire you all to do good things today and give you all 8 temp HP.
nice.
And Rictavio can have those too, because I can choose 6 allies.
Oh,
I do-
nice.
I do my thing to give everyone the +5 max.
All right.
Okay, so max is up by 5, and temp is what?
8.
Temp 8. Max up 5.
Appreciate.
Okay, yep, cool. Got that set. Psionic Whispers done. It lasts for 7 hours, and I'm doing everybody but Rictavio. So I think it's equal to proficiency bonus.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Um,
May
Well,
I
if
now
Isabella,
do the augury?
Oh, the augury?
Just
So
like
what is
quick
your
question, rough vibe. Are we gonna set the entire city on fire and that's gonna go really fucking bad?
No, we've skipped the fire portion of the plan for now. We are going to try and prevent them from setting people on fire later.
Oh, we're still on mini task.
I was a little confused about like how if we're waiting for them to roll effigy in place.
You said it's called augury, Augery.
Augury.
Ury. Ah, gotcha. I'm thinking like the auger from like a industrial auger.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And so you're still asking if the place is going to burn down?
Well, I assume we're still starting a fire at some point. General vibes of setting something on fire. Is that gonna spread and like go really fucking horribly?
So your augury spell is it's still within like the back of the it's still within the back of the like trailer that you're in with the Rictavio and the others. And your mind kind of focuses on the pipe that Rictavio is smoking. And you see it like curl upward and twist unnaturally, forming like not like one shape but like two shapes. On one side you see a feather falling gently, like landing on still water. And the other shows the same feather erupting into flame midair, burning to ash before it ever touches the ground. Then you hear a raven call 3 times, then silence. And you hear an answer whispered on the wind. The tyrant falls, but so too must something else. Victory walks on the bloodied feet. The sun will blaze, but the sky shall weep. And you're back in the trailer with everyone else.
Damn, that's crazy, guys. I didn't get the vibe. I didn't get the vibe that this is any worse than anything else we could do.
I like how you never get any information from these. It's like, bad things and good things, I guess.
Well, that's
This
the
is
point of the
Barovia
spell.
default.
That's why I can ritual cast it. It's literally just like, DM, please tell me if you are going to screw us over for doing this.
And this is me telling you, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's almost like rolls might have something to do with how things are going to go.
It's a free. Yep. It's a free spell. I really don't expect much more.
That was beautiful prose though. That was very very high expectations actually for a free spell.
Oh, right. That side of things, yeah. Killing it.
Well, okay. So Norbert, did you decide where you were going to go?
just real quick on that, because we're currently, and I'm just going off the map here. before I make my decision. So this is the inn, correct?
No.
Okay, so there is a icon notating almost like location.
This
You
is
know,
this is the inn here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that red thing is where we slept, but that's like a storage area, not.
okay, but could I make the argument that I never left where we slept? Because it is positionally good for where things are about to go down.
I don't know if you would have been able to sleep there. Because
Okay.
you all are kind of enemy number one at the moment in the city.
Okay. All
No,
right.
you want to stay in the red arrow spot, the spot where we did sleep last night. Is that what you're saying?
Okay. Well, I was thinking of it as a possibility because Irina, we confirmed earlier, does stay at the manor, and per our last interaction, is helpful to us, albeit will not help us as much as we thought she would, or turn coat, so to speak. Are we in agreement on that thought?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So-
Irina's just hiding at the church last time you saw her.
Isabella.
Or
Not.
Isabella.
oh, you're
sorry.
talking about Isabella.
Goodness.
Yeah, you're looking for
Goodness.
Isabella.
Goodness. I'm terrible about that. And the church
Isabella-
being,
I-
being. Oh, go
I
ahead.
would-
I'm sorry.
I would say, just to you, out of character, Isabella is the captain of the guard, and there is the festival today.
Yeah,
So
so
I would
I
keep
was
it-
I was
yeah.
thinking she would have to march with and you know make a show for us, not only for the festival but for the oh god, Edge else got me wanting to say mayor. Even though I know that's not right.
I mean, it was originally Burgermaster, but I didn't like to say that, so it changed to Baron. It was a lot easier.
Okay. I would I would like to post up here. I would consider that a pinch point.
Where's here?
Allow me to ping again.
Right there? Okay. Gotcha.
I'm trying to think though, because I mean, like, I would imagine she would march forward with a brigade along with the parade, and separating her from all that just seems kind of wild to me as any standalone character or person.
Okay. All right, so you post up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mia.
So you'll post
Yeah,
up there. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. I don't have it all figured out yet, but sometimes that's how that works.
Okay, so I think
Nothing too crazy. Blending in with the crowd, hood up. I'm not hiding behind a crate or anything like that. Just blending. But blending at what I would consider a strategic, placement. If that makes sense.
gotcha. You're like in an alley, watching it go by.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you'll have the first interaction then. So we're gonna switch to you, and let's since the
Cool.
festival has started.
Before we separated,
Yeah.
last piece of preparation. Who has the mind meld on?
Everybody but Rictavio. We already went over this, Jake. Jeez. But yeah, we brought that up earlier. So mind melds with everyone currently except Rictavio.
And real quick, just for my own knowledge, like in terms of what we currently have on the map notated, red circle, green circle, and red icon.
I don't
mean,
know what those
obviously-
circles are.
Okay, so it means nothing, and I should stop paying attention to it.
Sorry,
Correct.
the red circle and green circle were both 2 different attempts. I couldn't re-select the red circle, but that's like the area I was trying to post up in, wherever I could find a sneaky spot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just my brain. I can't unfocus those things, so I had to double check. So I'm formulating a little bit here. Okay.
There. Now I've moved your characters on there. All right. Norbert, you're walking down a street, and you kind of dip into a small alley, and you smell it before you hear it.
Ooh.
See. Oh, here it is. This is gonna. We'll see. Then comes the sound, the slow, heavy boots striking cobblestone in rhythmic cadence. The Baron's procession. Okay, I hate this music so much. We're not doing this. I hate it
They're
so
coming
much.
out.
I hate it
in
so
step,
much.
doing it one of those flash dances.
10% volume, so it bothers me less now.
Okay. You smell it before you hear it. You pitch smoke, burn offerings, damp wool. And then comes the sound. You hear the slow, heavy boots striking cobblestone in rhythmic cadence. Then the Baron's procession. First come the guards, red-sashed and grim. Their eyes glassy and their uniforms are ill-fitting. They have orders to the crowd to force a clear path toward the square. And one of them is dragging a large wooden wicker ball on wheels behind him, with a fiery brazier alight nearby, with 2 prisoners strapped to either side of it. Towering like a shadow, with a flaming arm, with a sword strapped across her back, you see Isabella walking just behind the Baron. Her eyes look almost just tired and dull. But she's looking around everywhere with suspicion. And you feel this odd, very odd feeling inside. She's looking for you specifically, and you don't know why you think that, but you do. A town crier ahead of them bellows, "Rejoice! The festival of the blazing sun is upon us. Let all sorrow be banished from this land." But the crowd doesn't cheer. You hear some restrained claps, and you see all these forced smiles on people, almost like it's enforceable by law.
Wonder why.
I would like to clap.
You aren't. You're on the roof, you're on the roof way ahead of him. You want to clap up there?
Please don't.
Quietly. Don't clap.
You try to clap, and then Zaro immediately grabs your hands. Don't. Do not do this. So Norbert, what do you do as they pass? You still see Isabella looking everywhere. Eyes are just scanning the entire area for threats.
All right. I've formulated a half-hearted plan, and I'd like to run through the entirety of it to see if you'd even let it be feasible.
Are you
So,
so running it through mentally to us so we can chime in, or purely you versus DM?
I would say both, honestly.
Okay.
Especially if the DM says it'll be cool.
It's more like I know you have like the very discrete, like specific thought in your mind, but it's easier if you tell me what you're trying to do rather than.
Oh no, I have very specifics.
Yeah.
So, you said that the procession is following through, and I'm in an alley waiting, watching, and Isabella is at the rear, correct?
No, she's behind the Baron.
And
So
who is behind her, if I may ask?
more guards.
That's cool.
Yep.
Oh.
So there's this there is you see some guards like on every side of this procession, essentially. So they're clearing the guard and they're surrounding the area that has the Baron, and then Isabella is literally next to the Baron, like almost at the hip.
Okay, then here's my intended thought of action. Right before they have view of me in the alleyway, as the Baron and Isabella are coming up, and this is timed, mind you, or intended to be timed, I would like to shoot a firebolt up into the air as if to act as like a parade firework of a type. I don't think that anybody within a very short period of time would be able to distinguish. That is the intent. It's like, oh, something like fire shot up into the air and explodes, as if it were a firework. Maybe causing just enough distraction for me to catch Isabella as they're walking by and me to kind of give her a little. And then when I catch her attention, I would like to follow that up with Misty Step, moving 30 feet backward into the alleyway, taunting her in a way in order for her to follow or pursue me.
So you want to shoot a firework, essentially, or what you hope is thought to be a firework, and then run up to her and then Misty step away after getting her attention.
Yes. And if you say that's allowable, I would convey that to the entire team.
I mean, I don't know if it'll work or not.
Well,
but
is it
Girl, do
allowable?
I mean, I can
Just
always
kidding.
say you can try.
Okay, well then I'll hop in game real quick and be like, so this is what I was thinking, y'all. What do you think?
What's the
Yeah,
worst
go
that
for
can
it.
happen?
Do it. Godspeed. I don't suppose Norbert's within 60 feet of me, is he?
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's. I guess let me. Should I roll for fireball?
Fireball or firebolt?
Well, it's firebolt. Firebolt work. Firebolt work. This time. See, it's not that powerful. It's like a firework.
Well, attack roll means you're aiming for something, but you're just kind of aiming for the sky.
Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted me to roll. I apologize.
No, you're good.
You missed.
Yeah, I missed the.
this guy.
So the firebolt kind of goes off. It doesn't really explode in the air. It just kind of just keeps going, almost like a shooting star, just overhead. And a few guards actually do catch sight of it, and they follow the trail directly looking at the alley where it came from. So you have a handful of the guards looking towards you, including Isabella, at least in your direction. I don't know if they see you yet. Well, we can find out.
Okay. Seeing that reaction, is Isabella within view?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you trying to be seen, or are you kind of like poking your head out of this alley? Like, I
I
assume that
would.
you were still trying to be stealthy about this.
I would. Damn, 3 guards.
That have seen you currently. I'm gonna
They
let you have.
have seen me 100%.
No, they saw the firebolt and they are looking in your general direction, and I'm going to wait for you to do something before I essentially take their turn. And
Okay,
what they
I
decide
would
to do.
like. I think I would like to attempt to conceal myself while looking for an opportunity only for Isabella to see me, and then I'm going to taunt her. So, what would you like me to roll for that, Dan?
I don't. You want to wait for there to be an opening for you to taunt her?
I guess it was a matter of like I caught more attention than I was intending, so I'm trying to evade the additional attention and just catch hers. But if that's not possible, I'll push forward.
Yeah, I
I mean,
don't know if
you did say I was in the cover of the alleyway, right? So
you
they're
are in the
just
other
looking at the
alleyway.
alleyway.
I don't think right now there is a way for you to um do something for Isabella to see and the others can't.
Have I ever used Mage Hand in front of Isabel?
I have no idea.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna poke my head out briefly at Isabella and taunt her.
Okay, can you be more descriptive of how you're taunting her?
I poke my head out and lock eyes with her and just grin and look down the alley.
Um, do do a persuasion check or performance, whichever one.
If I give him some pointers on how to taunt people, can he have help?
Persuasion. Okay, that was a +6. Hold on. Inspiration.
You have
Oh,
inspiration?
you know what?
No, you don't.
Oh,
I mean,
no, I
not for
don't.
me.
No. You know
You're
what?
not allowed to be inspired.
Tides of Chaos.
Tides of
I'm gonna
Chaos?
reroll. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
That's why I
Oh,
asked if he was within 60 feet of me, because Bardic Inspiration, they have to be able to hear me and within 60 feet. So,
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
that's pretty good.
mm,
All right.
mhm.
Tides of Chaos paid off.
All right. And what number were you at currently? I have so many tokens for you.
I mean, do you add one for that a persuasion roll?
You use Tides of Chaos. Tides of Chaos automatically gets one, right?
I don't
Gets a
think so,
roll.
bud.
Gets a roll on the Wild Magic Surge.
I do not believe so.
I thought it was your next spell after using.
Yeah, it's not a spell. It's a special ability.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be a spell of first level or higher.
Anytime before you regain use of this feature, the DM can have you roll the wild immediately after you cast a sorcerer. Then regain use of this feature. Oh. Gotcha. Never mind.
Cool,
I knew
cool.
it was related to wild magic.
Give me
Okay,
that
so
give me that nat 20 info, good sir.
okay. So you make that grin and she sees you and she just like has this like darkened scowl as soon as she recognizes you. And she um she motions to her guards to stand back and protect the Baron, and she races after you.
Fucking clutch D20.
Um
Her nat, you know. All right, cool. I'm gonna just run down the alley. I mean, this is obviously, like I'm luring her away. I don't feel the need to use my Misty Step right now, but it's in the arsenal.
Okay.
That's it. Unless you wanted to continue the scene.
No. So she is. She spots you from like as you're going down the alley, and she screams at you, "Stop!" As you tear through the alleyway with overturned crates, and some people, some terrified merchants that are closing up their stall from the morning. How are you going to get through the stalls and crates?
I mean, they're just obstructions for both of us, right?
Yeah. What do you do? You're running right towards them. You see crowds in front of you. You see some stalls on the left. You see a banger hanging on the right from the wall.
Nothing too fancy at this point. I think I would just run and lunge over. I mean, out of character.
Okay, do an acrobatics check. Go.
Okay. Not bad.
You vault over the stalls and you do like a clutch barrel roll over at the top of it. Squish some fruits, but you make it, and you keep heading on.
Okay.
As she chases you down the alley, which the rain slick cobblestones turn this alley into like a deadly slide. Do a dex save, or actually do a perception check for me real quick before this dex save.
This is a bad alley.
No, I know.
Okay, well there you go. Little give
Perception.
back.
Okay, do a dex save for me. You're sprinting down a wet alley. I wouldn't say that you're the best sprinter.
Rude.
Eat a little shit.
Yeah, you lose your footing and you fall. Your face hits the ground, like your hands slip out from underneath you. And Isabella starts to gain on you.
How many feet would you say that we've gained away from the procession?
I'd say you've already gone like maybe 60 feet away from the procession.
Okay. Am I prone? Do I need to get back up?
Oh, no, you get back up. It's just that she has gained on you a little bit.
How far
and
away
you
would
come
you
to,
say?
huh?
How far away
So
would you say?
I would say that she's maybe like, she gained maybe 20 feet on you, so she's like 40 feet away from you now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the alley's obviously heading straight away. I'd like to add a little bit of mix-up in there, though. I mean, is there a point where I can hang a left or a right?
So you can make a left or right or go forward.
Would left be towards where the procession came from? Therefore,
No, you
leading
were
us.
left would be going west, so it'd be going away
Okay.
from the procession.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted the direction that would lend towards getting away from their destination even further. But instead of, one direction,
All right, you turn left, and you reach
Oh,
the end of an
before I
alley.
turn before I turn left, I'm like, watch out, it's slippery. Yeah, just
She just looks confused.
yeah, because I just got done eating shit, so I was just like, yeah.
Yeah. So you turn left and you reach the end of the alley, a dead end.
Oh shit.
Misty step straight up.
I'm thinking about it, but I got ideas. Okay. Nowhere to climb. No crates to stack
Perception
real
check.
quick.
Perception check.
Okay. Okay. Dang it. Well, I did get it where it counted.
You don't really see anything that you can use to get out of there.
Okay. I start running back towards the center. I'm keeping an eye on her though, like as I turn the corner.
So you went down this alleyway probably 30 feet, and you turn around and you start heading back, and she's at the intersection, 20 feet away from you.
20 feet away from me. I keep running
Yes.
at her.
Okay. You keep running right at her. What do? You're about to run into her.
At 10 feet, I use Misty Step and move right past her and go to the right.
You see her coming right at you, and her arms are out, and she's getting ready to like dive towards you. And as she's in the motion to dive, you just disappear out from under you, and you misty step completely towards the center. You turn around, and you see her eat shit.
Nice.
I told you it was slippery. Be careful. And I keep running.
All right.
I am. By the way, I am keeping conscious because, like, I don't want her to lose sight of me because, this is a lure situation. So, like, I am keeping the most distance possible while keeping, myself within eyesight of her, so that the lure is successful.
Okay. So, I think for now we're gonna pause your chase, and we're gonna continue with the procession. Like your chase is not over yet, but we're gonna move on from there.
Okay.
Let's go to let's turn off this music. I am like 0 for 5 with music today. I'm just gonna. We're gonna go to the procession arrives at the Valaki town center, and Lior, you feel a hush settling all over Valaki. Today, the festival of the blazing sun begins. Townsfolk stand in like two straight lines, clutching like wilted sunflowers, and rain drizzles on a great sun effigy being wheeled in. And by sunflowers, I mean like they're fake flowers that were kind of designed to look like a sun. So they're not like the Kansas sunflower.
Mm-hmm.
And on the stage stands Baron Varkas, trembling slightly. Beside him are his guards, and you are now surrounded by commoners. Hold on here. And village people within Barovia. Or not Barovia. Well, technically the country of Barovia. Technically correct. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I placed you down here, but you can technically place anywhere you want.
Okay. That's where I would like to be. Thereabouts.
Okay. Perfect. And
as they're wheeling in the effigy, I want to like whisper to the people next to me, like, is he gonna kill those people?
They look kind of comfortable about it. They're like, I don't know. Just don't get me in trouble. And like turns and smiles back at him.
Mm-hmm.
One of the commoners overhears you and approaches you, the one south of you here. She puts her hand on your arm and says, I'm with you.
Ooh, yeah. Love it. Okay. Great.
And I'll go ahead and mark her for you so you don't forget. Since they all look the same.
They also all look a lot like I did when I was a maid.
That's true. By design. Nope. Not that one. Okay, is this... Oh. Okay. It broke. That actual thing broke. Interesting. Never mind. That's why I wasn't playing. Okay, we're just gonna go back to this. Baron Vargas takes the stand and he says, "Rejoice, for today darkness is defeated." He pauses and there's like some awkward claps from the crowd. Today, the radiant sun of Valaki burns brighter than the shadow of him. They say Barovia's cursed, that we are trapped, that there's no hope. But I say the only true curse is doubt. And he points into the crowd, still shaking. Doubt is the weapon of the enemy, and traitors carry the weapon into our homes, into our very hearts. He waves dramatically towards the hooded prisoners who have been tied to the effigy. And two guards approach, and they dehood them.
Is that like degloving?
No. Oh god. Don't put that in my mind.
These
It's the
vipers
kid!
were found in our care, fed by our bread, sheltered by our walls. And what did they do? They conspired with Outlanders, with agents of chaos, with those who would tear the city apart.
What Outlanders?
These came from outside of our city, brought in by the traitors. This
What
one
traitors?
Be quiet, whoever you are. Traitors are among us, the same ones who killed my son.
Who whispered vampires killed his son?
Just one plays a coward, a child of lies, pretending to be afraid, pretending to be innocent. He kind of gestures towards Tim's. And then this one, a spy, no doubt placed among us to twist our children against the light.
Who?
You hear like gasps all around you, and like they're just kids.
Great, yeah, I love it.
Do not be fooled by small faces. Do not be blinded by youth. Even a snake hatches from an egg. These traitors will be cleansed by the holy fire of joy. For joy is the flame that purges evil. And
I'm just noting for the record that Leora says she loves executing children.
He unsheaths like a large dagger.
Okay, he's still on the platform though.
Correct.
Okay.
He says, let them burn, and let all who aid the shadow burn with them. He strikes the dagger against the brazier he's holding, lighting it aflame, and hands it to a guard.
Okay. This is my time for action. This is the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna push push past the crowd here so that I can be visible to people, and I'm gonna point at that guard that has that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you carry the responsibility for this if you act on this man's twisted orders. You personally, are you ready to have this stain on your soul? Slaughter of children?
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Where
It was terrible.
Zaro and I.
You are
Nearby
Uh,
rooftop.
nearby rooftop. You're kind of waiting for them to leave.
How far away? Okay. Let me
More than
clarify.
300 feet.
More than 300.
Wow.
That's crazy. I'm nowhere near where I need to be.
Yeah. I thought we were closer.
I got a range. I got a 120 feet, and that's basically 60 more that I could get. Well, so here's what I'm thinking, Aaron. I was gonna call lightning and create a thunderstorm, and then just start crackling to kind of like make all this seem dramatic, like the gods
Ambiance.
themselves. Yeah.
You could probably hear that from a distance.
It is though. I mean, and that's not that far because I can functionally.
Okay, you are
make it
250 feet
200
away
feet.
from Lior. 250 feet away from the map.
So I can't get to it. It would be
What, you can't
background
call
ambiance.
lightning. Right, you can't call down lightning on them, but is lightning striking 100 feet away not still insanely loud?
Right, and pretty symbolic.
You can do
But
that.
it is also a third level spell for some fucking ambiance.
But if
and not
we're
even
popping off
really.
I will say
we're
if you
popping off the
do
fight, you
that,
keep using.
by doing that, you would give I would say that would give Lior like a +4 on this check.
That's it. Not even advantage. Burning a third level spell slot to get advantage.
I would say you can either get a +4 or you could get advantage. You can pick one.
+4
Yeah,
is
both.
like statistically worth it. Mia,
Oh, poor
I'm
doggy.
also concerned about it just drawing attention to us because
True.
it would then be closer to us. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna pass.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
General thing though, DM, as we're doing this, I've got uses of bardic inspiration to burn, and I intend to do that in vicious mockery or cutting words. Sorry, cutting words. Which is if an opponent is about to makes a roll, I can use that as a penalty die on them.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
I'll keep that in mind.
if there's like opposed persuasion rolls or something, you know. Okay, so I rolled an 11 on my persuade though.
Oh, yep. So
Damn, that +4 would have made it 15.
Yeah, advantage would have made it impressive.
So the guard holding the torch hesitates for just a moment. His jaw is tight, and you see it in his eyes. Doubt. One of them, he lowers the brazier just slightly, but the Baron steps forward and says, "Enough! Do not listen to the lies of these wandering traders and traveling harlots. They speak sweetly while Barovia bleeds. Light it and arrest her."
You can arrest me if you want. Are you all ready to pay for your security in blood? And what security? You all died last night. The Baron failed to protect you. He says he brings you order and stability, and he doesn't. He takes from you, he takes your children from you, and he provides you nothing but fear.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah.
That was a performance check. Were you
All
listening?
right. That's a 21.
You hear shout echoes from around you. You hear, "She's right. The Baron is burning children." And you see a bottle like crash like right at the foot of Baron's feet. He goes, "How dare you throw a bottle at your Baron?"
You're not
All-
our Baron! Boo!
Damn.
Oh yeah.
The guards are kind of surrounding Baron, protecting him. And a few of the guards down here do try to approach you as some of the commoners kind of surround you. Including the one who motioned to you earlier.
Rosa. She's my friend.
They one second. You see Baron again say, "Light it," and the guard hesitantly approach the wicker ball. But a few of these commoners whip out daggers and just attack him. Just
Yeah.
take him down.
Without us prompting him? They came here planning an assassination?
Viva
This
la
escalated so
resistencia!
fucking quickly, dude.
Take initiative, guys.
And there's a few of them. So the one that you recognize who talked to you, and the let me just mark all of them here, make it easier for me. These all relinquish their hoods, and you can see they all have a charcoal mark on their forehead in like the shape of the Morning Lord symbol.
Yeah, rock and roll.
But they have all like de-hooded, as like they've revealed themselves. You see the guard with the light take a few hits from them. Though he's wearing armor, it doesn't actually do too much. But he drops the brazier, and he just puts his hands up and is like, I didn't sign up for this. And he just backs away. What are you doing, Leor?
Say, let him go. If he's willing to not follow the Baron's orders, let him go.
Okay.
The guards aren't our enemies. The guards are our citizens like us, right? The Baron's the enemy.
You just hear rallies within the crowd, just "Down with the Baron! Long live the Lightbringers! Free Valaki!" as they all like just start to move in.
I should have had Cyril Lawley sponsor this rebellion.
Missed out on a major brand partnership here.
I really did, dude.
And then I would try to some commoners that are near that look like they're engaged and everything. I would be like, go get the prisoners down. Like deputize like two of them to do that tasking.
And you hear the Baron say, "Always have to do everything yourself." And he picks up a crossbow, and you see that it has a lit bolt on it. And he fires it into the center of the wicker ball, which starts to smolder.
All right. So with urgency, I'm going to help them get the prisoners off the ball.
Yes, and psychically, I'm
Pending
gonna
though, what are the
also.
other two guards doing? The two guards that are down in the crowd.
The two guards in the crowd.
Yeah, those two that like haven't really forfeited yet.
So they're kind of pushing up against the militia who just revealed themselves. They're kind of pushing back against them, but they haven't really struck against them.
Okay. So yeah, I think I would be focused on trying to get the prisoners off the ball at this point.
Okay.
Since it seems like the militia and the guards is like in stasis at the moment. If that situation escalates, though, I would switch.
Gotcha. All right. So you attempt to try and untie one of them?
I want to untie them. I just want to cut through the cords.
All right. I'm gonna say that you can do both in the time before the thing burns up.
Oh, here I was expecting a roll and a critical fail, and then you slice through their arm.
No, I don't think there's a role for this. I think you can just do that. That's fine.
Okay. And it's
Yeah.
just the two children. There weren't any additional prisoners on it.
Nope,
Okay.
just the two.
Okay, got it. Great. Feeling pretty good about
Thank
this.
you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for getting us down.
You can go to the inn. We can help if you go to the inn.
This is going too well.
So far, we're doing nothing. We're just waiting for the Baron to leave. which he has
Exactly.
not done
We
yet.
haven't even all done anything. Something's gonna go wrong. By the
Like
way,
the Baron doesn't leave.
ooh.
Yeah, the Baron has
Well,
not
then I'll
left
call lightning.
yet.
I can throw you probably a good amount of feet from the rooftop.
I just
Yeah,
need to
but-
get to 180.
So as you free the two children, you kind of turn around and you see all three of the guards that were down here are all dead.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
I thought we
know-
were worried about the peasants. dying.
Revolutions can get messy.
Including the one with the brazier. He has been brutally stabbed.
Well, I did give him a chance, and he didn't take it. So that's on me. No, I failed that roll. Anyway.
And the ones that you see that were like mostly the ones who attacked the guards, the militia, they have all started heading towards the Baron and his personal guard,
Fuck
who
yeah,
has
I'm
slowly
going
tried to
with
sneak
them.
out the back.
I'm joining the militia.
All right.
Or has left the party.
I'm going to say
how far away are they from me right now?
about 35 feet.
35 feet. Yeah, okay. Can I jump up on the platform to get a little closer and then cast fear at the Baron's party?
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Well, good use of it.
All right. So they have to make a wisdom save, DC 14. I would like to use cutting words on the Baron to give him a hard time on that check.
Okay. You want to use your inspiration on the Baron?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll roll 1d8, and then he's gonna subtract that from his roll.
All right, we'll do that one first.
Okay, so take 2 off of whatever the Baron rolls for his wisdom save.
He rolled a 12.
Okay, so he fails.
Did you get all of them in here?
It's
all-
a yeah. Fear is a 30-foot cone out from me. So yeah, it should have.
Okay, I think that works.
Super.
And
super
if they
efficient
fail,
use.
yeah, it's perfect. If they fail, they drop whatever they're holding, and they can take no actions except the dash action away from me, and they get a chance to stop being afraid when they can no longer see me.
Okay.
Very cool.
Turn of running away.
Hmm?
I thought they also got to check each turn of running away.
So it says if the creature ends its turn in a space where it doesn't have line of sight to you, then the creature makes a wisdom saving throw. So they don't get a chance to make a saving throw until they end their turn out of sight of me.
That's
You're so terrifying.
insane.
Yeah, right?
What is that? A third level?
It's the only third level spell I have.
Wait, like you could only memorize one?
No, I have 2 slots, but I chose to take another lower level spell instead of taking 2 third level spells.
Alright.
Hopefully they
Was
all.
Fireball an option? Because
Hopefully-
Fireball just seems like bread and butter.
All right,
David,
so
I'm thematic with my spells.
all right,
Just saying, he's always
so
throwing a Fireball.
all but 2 of them
Mhm.
failed.
Woo! All right, so we've got 2 guards that are still armed. The rest of them are bolting.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and make an initiative order for everybody. Make it easier for me.
Great.
Hopefully they all run into the dark alleys where there are A, many obstructions, and B, it's very slippery.
You want to roll initiative?
Oh
Leora?
yeah. And then I would like. Terrible initiative. That makes sense though. I started this combat, so I can go late.
All right.
I want to also tell people that shit's going down here, and maybe Zaro and I want to come this direction. If that wasn't already obvious.
I have a plan.
Baron, the Baron is just completely stricken with fear at the moment. These other 2, the only ones with weapons, run directly towards you and attack you.
Great. It's exactly what I want, because then they're not defending the Baron as he runs away.
Well, unless they break your concentration, right?
Oh yeah, it is a concentration spell. Yeah. Do you automatically break concentration if you take a hit, or how does it work?
No, you have to
No,
do
it's a roll.
Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
And so you take 2 hits, 1 for 8 and 1 for 3.
Okay.
Those are the attack rolls or the damage rolls?
The damage, they both hit.
Okay. So I make
Very doable.
1 Constitution saving throw or 2?
You need to make 2.
And what's the win on this? I don't do saving throws.
It's versus the damage.
Oh. Yeah, I just have to do more than the damage they did.
I think there might be a modifier, but it's largely based on the damage they do.
I think it's based. I don't think it's that high.
I thought there was a 10 involved.
Concentration saving throw. So
Come on, spell. Hold.
Okay, so you must make a Constitution saving throw. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
So yeah, it's 10.
It'll be 10 in this case. Okay.
Yep. So you need to make another one.
Okay. I can do this. I did it.
Nice.
Yeah. Woo.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So then all the rest of them, they can only take the dash action away from me.
I mean, technically, they can't even run to the right. They have to run this way.
Yeah, because they'd have to move closer to you to get to the right side.
Why did that third one move to the platform?
He was an unrelated guard. He was outside my cone of fear.
Ah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
There's 4 scared guards and a scared baron running.
Very successful. Very dope.
What the heck?
I can't help but feel like it's the hour right now where it's like things are going very well. Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, these okay. Well, I understand. All right. Then the militia is going to go.
Oh, militia, go.
You see this man over here throws a torch onto the nearby house right here.
All right.
And then you see a few of the others. Let's go. Let's make this easier. That's fine. They're going that way. And yeah, they're more or less following the Baron. And I already moved the Baron technically, but I'm gonna put him with the guards because it's just annoying otherwise. You are up. You are surrounded by 3 guards.
Just so you know, none of the rest of us are on the turn order, or at least not the version we can see.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 19.
I'm in an alley.
Yeah. Yeah, Norbert's irrelevant, but I think Zaro and Edgetheow, like, yeah, will very quickly run into the Baron as he's taking the dash action away from the action here.
I actually think you're making them flee away from us. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, isn't
But they're all
You started
unarmed.
without seeing the other map. I assumed we were kind of actually down, like way off to the south and a little bit to the east.
I thought you
way
guys
off.
Well,
were up to the
Sorry, this
north.
map is flipped north from south.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The north is down right now.
Yeah.
if we
Mm.
if
Ooh,
we
I
want to
hate
give
that.
up our stealth bonus, I can catch us back up with my most effective form.
Yeah, do it. There have no weapons right now, guys.
Yeah,
drop
I'm down
all
for
I
their
that,
can catch
but
us up real fast.
I do feel like with a 19 and 11 on initiative, we should get a turn before Leor gets her second turn.
That would make
But
sense.
I'm not the DM. Not the DM.
I like that statement. There
Oh,
are
we're
no
playing
surprise
D&D?
rounds. She couldn't have surprised us.
Yeah, we're playing D&D. You say no night?
Hi, baby Finn.
Hi, fan.
You say bye-bye? You say goodnight?
Good girl, man.
All right.
Not really baby Finn anymore, right? He's
3. All right.
yeah, 3.
Toddler-
Wow, time flies.
Toddler Finn.
Little man Finn.
Tiny human.
Small.
All right. Do I need to add you guys to the turn order? Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah.
I'm
I
less
mean,
concerned
I don't know,
about
do
if
we get
we're
turns?
in the tracker. Yeah, I'm more
I mean,
concerned
if
we're
you can make
getting
the
turns.
argument that you are able to do something from 300 or 400 feet away, then yes.
Well, I'd like to make progress towards getting there. I don't want it to just be like, hey, you have no ability to do anything meaningful this turn, so you never get a turn, so you can't ever even slowly approach.
Yeah, we're only going to get farther from the action.
Okay, if you might have to give up your spot, you might not be able to get to that.
Well, considering he's running the opposite direction, I'm okay with that.
for the moment, but yes. Who knows? He's
Well,
forced to
hold
run
on.
that way.
What is? Can we recap what's going on? Because I'm confused. Where
So they,
he's running away.
He's running
I thought
south
we were.
of the place right now.
I kind of see what Aaron's saying. I thought we were gonna follow him back to his house or something.
Hey, yeah,
that
I'm
was the
gonna.
OG plan.
I'm gonna retcon this, and I realize that the map was flipped, but I'm just gonna say that this path up here does go towards the path, just to make things simple for
Oh.
everybody.
Yeah, that's so much easier.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So I
Aaron
was
is
like,
everyone.
now
what path
running
does he
north.
take back when it expires? Does he now cut through houses? Does he just go back to Lior? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
just.
that's way simpler.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, he's coming towards us, correct?
Yes.
So we're ambushing, we're ambushing? Question mark.
Yes, but is there a stealthy house that's a little bit closer? Because the fear is gonna probably wear off at some point, and I don't want to miss our like if we can move before he gets to us safely to another house that's 60 feet closer, I might do that.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace at some point in time,
Okay.
in case we want to stealth.
All right. Well, you're in a turn order now. We'll just wait till you get to your turn. You to make it easier.
Okay, so Liora is going twice in a row.
True. You could take it as you were waiting on her to tell you know something has happened, and now she's like, "Yeah, shit's happening now," and now you're going to act.
Well, I feel like that would have been her action before the initiative order, not waiting until the entire
still, guys,
initiative order gets
still,
done
still.
and then moving.
It's
Like
chill.
she
fair-
basically.
I'm not doing
got
anything
a
exciting
surprise
on my turn,
round
I
on
promise.
To be fair, your plans
Well-
didn't want to change until she cast fear, which just happened.
It happened before we entered initiative order, and we're higher on the initiative order than her. I will let it go because you're DM, but I feel like
It's just
We're
it's not that
missing
big of a
something.
deal. My turn is not that exciting, guys. Come on.
no, it's just
But
multiple
the
turns of
Baron's
them
Oh,
with the opportunity to
all right.
break fear.
Well, if
Like
you're
they're
ready
getting to
for
move
it,
3 times.
if you're, I'll let Zaro. You can go. I'll just back up turn order once here and then let you have your turn.
Yeah, I just want to move to a closer house along the path and stealth there.
All
Just
right.
because I feel like fear is going to break at some point.
You're gonna have to jump from house to house. So do an acrobatics check.
That's fine. Also, I can do 90 feet of move if that makes a difference, but I'm happy to do acrobatics. It is a 19 and I can boost it.
No, you make the acrobatics check. You're able to jump a house or two closer. So you've gotten maybe like, maybe 60, 70 feet closer with your running and jumping.
And I'd like to re-stealth. If that means one house instead of two or whatever, that's fine. But also, I imagine he's probably not on the lookout considering he's running away in fear at max speed.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite on the lookout for you. But go ahead and roll stealth.
And did you pass without a trace on your turn, or you were just saying you wanted to do that?
No, I didn't get a turn.
Well, I figured if I got a turn, then you'd also get a turn. Because we
It
were
would
both.
also. It's also limited to 30 feet. So if you're 90 feet away, I'm gonna not cast it.
Okay, so that is an 11 at best. If 11 is the difference between passing and failing, I use up one of my psychic dice. I imagine it's not.
No, technically, but also it's more of contested against everybody else's perception at this point. If they
Right.
are,
If they
looking
all
for you.
came in at 10 or something, then I would have to burn the psychic dice.
But what if one's 10 and the rest are 20?
I think I burned the psychic dice. Well, yeah, I burned the psychic dice. No, No. I think if it's the difference between somebody succeeding.
Any failures?
Gotcha. All right, Leor, you're up next.
I would like to disengage. I do
Okay.
that when people are there's more than one person.
Yes, disengage counts towards all enemies.
Okay. And then I would like to move to here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Edgesao, you're up.
Yeah, I'm so confused by this turn order. 19-5, then 9.
Yeah, I'm confused by that and by the map. So
oh,
the
wait.
map is not really an accurate representation, right?
No, it now is. He retconned it to be
I
accurate.
retconned it.
No, but your position's on the map or not, right?
Right, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, we're way off to the
whoops.
north.
Oops, just ignore you being on the map.
Right, that's what I thought.
Dang it. I can't remove you guys from the map without it, doing that.
Removing from the turn order. So your positions on the map
well-
are fake.
No,
to be fair, Aaron, your
that's
turn
what I
order was
thought.
kind of
That's
fake,
what I was
so I don't
asking.
think it matters.
That's what I thought. That's what I was asking.
Oh.
Is like that's inaccurate, right? So I would like to they ran 60 feet towards us.
Yes.
Are they roughly within 180 feet now?
They are. They ran 60 feet towards you, and you were, 250 feet away? They are
Close enough that you can move and cast.
190 away.
All right. And I'm up on a roof? Why
Yep.
did I get on a roof? I don't want to be on a roof.
You could have chosen not to be on the roof, but the idea was
I
they
know
were going
I
to come
could have
along.
any time before now. It's
Hey,
not like I
Norbert,
could have.
Norbert, you want
I
to
could have seen.
do initiative too? Just so everyone's on the same page.
By the
Or-
way, I'm an 11. Just to be
Yeah.
clear.
Excuse me. Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome. I can't leave you out.
Come here,
I change yours? Oh, I have the power to change yours. Okay, I made yours an 11.
No, me.
Wait, it wasn't a
Okay.
9?
I mean, does it matter? You put them after the 5.
Oh, I think I put them in incrementing order instead of decrementing order. I was like, dude, what did I do?
I don't know, but I really feel like you should just forget technology and just do the turn order on paper for this.
Yeah, we know
combat.
the turn order.
I did it in reverse order. That's what happened. So-
Yeah, I was not gonna call you out, but I was like, why are you giving David his turn and not me, fucker?
Okay. So
That is what I was thinking, but
I was going to call you
I
out,
mean-
but let me proceed to call you out.
I was doing a lot of
so
calling out.
so we already had her turn.
Maybe in the interest in the community, we should respectfully call each other out.
okay, that's fair.
I mean,
Was what I did respectful?
respectfully.
Not how I said it.
Well,
All
you
right.
know.
Leora, I'm just gonna make you a 12 so it makes sense.
Okay.
There. Now the turn order is correct.
With
everyone
the
happy
power
now?
of God, I'm never wrong.
I'm
Okay,
9, by the
so-
We
way.
didn't get Norbert in the turn order, though.
Oh.
Because he's not on the map or something. I don't know.
Hold up. We'll do
I
it.
am not. I am 9 respectfully, good Sir DM.
It doesn't matter. He's just going to put whatever number he wants. See?
Oh yeah.
And you're after the 2s and the 1s.
Technically the turn order starts over after the 1.
So he's at the top.
Oh my god.
Yes, but also is skipping a turn where he gets absolutely nothing to do.
He's on like a whole different map. Honestly, I could see not putting him in.
No, everybody's in it now.
I
Everybody's
was
in it.
I was kind of surprised that I'm being included, but
We don't want you to feel left out.
Well, I mean, I am on a whole different map.
Aaron will figure it out. Back in my day,
All right.
we didn't have maps.
All right, wait.
I'm 80. I'm 89 over there in the.
Wait, Edgeley, was
Wait,
this
did
your
you use
turn?
the ethereal plane
Yeah.
amulet?
Okay.
Edgeley,
I
was
got
this
the pro
your
strat
turn?
So they're roughly 195 away.
Yep.
And I'm imagining I'm at like the peak of a roof, right?
Correct.
So there's a little more roof for me to get closer. Theoretically, like 15 feet closer.
Yes.
I would like to call lightning at the edge of my ability to do so. So 120 feet. I'm getting on the very tippy tip of the roof to where I can get as close as possible. I got 120 foot range on that, and I'm putting it in their path as much as I can. If that's towards me, that's like ideal. And then it's got a 60 foot radius.
What are you
So
putting
at
in
the
their
end of
path?
that radius. Oh, I summon a cloud above the field, above the
Okay.
what do you call it? Battlefield.
Cloud.
And
A cloud like that? Is you summon a cloud on top of them? Like, what's happening?
that's my turn. No, I'm kidding. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy.
I don't know what I'm looking at, man.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
What are...
It's a
It's
cloud.
in the chat.
Oh,
So, each
It's a
creature
1d12.
within 5 feet of that point, which I'm shooting whatever I can at 180 feet from me. After I've moved as close as possible.
what's the spell called?
Call lightning.
Okay.
So anything at that point, which is kind of arbitrarily decided,
that's
because I'm
legit.
not even on the map.
All right. So are you trying to hit them or just scare them?
I want to hit the
You
Baron.
scare them. They're already afraid.
Yeah, I want to hit the Baron, but failing that, like,
Hit
I don't
anyone.
support
Hit
this
everyone.
rebellion. Yeah, I don't support this
Still-
rebellion. I think this is murder, but I've committed to my shit, and I'm hitting whatever I can hit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wait. 60-foot radius?
60
For the
foot
cloud.
radius from a point
Jesus
Oh, goodness.
120 feet away. I do have
Jesus
to see it.
Christ.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there was some strong potential for it to have at least been close enough that people would have been like, "Whoa!" Like that
This
plus
is
4
an
would have been
insane
reasonable.
radius.
Is this?
Yeah, but it's not that insane damage because
Is this the fireball version?
Oh,
This
Like,
is
lightning,
way
yeah.
larger. This makes
Yeah.
Fireball look like a dot.
Well, okay, see, but
Well,
that's
but it
but not the
doesn't hit
strike.
everybody. The
Exactly.
lightning bolt hits
That's
5-foot
now-
radius.
Yes, that's a casting zone now. I can hit stuff
Oh.
in that range.
Uh,
Yeah,
It
that's the
should-
cloud, and then a lightning bolt comes out of the cloud.
Yeah.
Theoretically
That's the point.
AoE, but it's a 5-foot AoE, so it's like
Oh, okay.
Right,
Never
but
mind.
it-
I'm
spell
getting
itself
bumped.
is almost single target.
Dude, I hate the wording of the spell, but we'll continue. All right. So I need to make dexterity saving throw for the Baron and the 3 guards around him. I'm guessing.
Like I said, I'm letting you choose where it's gonna actually make it to, because this is all.
You choose the point. You choose the point, though.
But I don't know what point I'm actually in range of.
Well,
But
but
You
they
can see
ideally,
all of
be
them.
in-
you
I'm
wanna
gonna say
hit
you
the
can see
Baron.
all of them.
The Baron
can see
is
all
the
of them.
goal.
You can see the
Baron's
Baron.
goal.
You can see the Baron.
Fewer extraneous casualties is better.
All right. You can see the Baron.
So just him if I can hit a point that's just him.
No, if you hit him, you're hitting the 3 around him.
which is fine. You probably won't kill him. We can knock him
Well,
out.
it's from the corner of a square. Is how.
Oh, the corner of a square?
Yeah, let me look at the map. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not.
So 4 squares.
All right. So you can technically hit this corner, I guess. If we're doing that, that's fine. And
Yeah.
I think just
Baron.
hit the guards. Like you're not gonna kill them. We can knock them out. It's basically you have the medieval version of a wizard's taser,
I cannot
Alright.
knock them out with a lightning bolt.
but you're not gonna kill them, and then we can knock them out.
All right.
3d10?
You do 3d10.
If he failed.
Might also be like a morale, kind of check for him. It might be like, oh, I also hate the Baron. I was feeling like I was doing this out of duty, but now I got struck by lightning. I'm gonna reconsider.
And I'm afraid.
Yes.
See, I think there's a morale boost to not killing the guards.
Yeah.
I don't think you're killing them with this.
If nothing
Like, I'm
else
averaging
for
like
me,
15 damage. They're probably fine.
there's theoretically 30 damage here. I could kill you guys with this.
No, you can't. We
Alright.
all got like a boost of 15 health on
That's
top of our
true.
normal health.
I think all
Roll
of our...
your 3d10.
Does the Baron look like he did well on that? Because if so, I can use some cutting words to knock him down a peg.
14.
Uh,
David's right. They probably would have survived that.
uh, all right. The Baron is down.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I thought he might be a little baby.
All right.
The wrath of God.
Did Baron
has
even
smote
have a
the
stat
Baron.
block in the in the module?
Yes, he does.
They knew. They knew he was unlikable. They knew people were gonna fight him.
Did they? Is it like anticipated that there is a fight?
I assume this is all like planned.
What?
I don't know.
Well,
I
they
don't know
had-
if overthrowing the government is part of the.
Yeah, I
the
felt like it was
module.
all ad lib.
But there was the whole side plot where the lady was gonna come, make us come
I think it's
overthrow him.
supposed to be subterfuge, though. I don't think we're supposed to
Yeah.
be having a revolution.
Yeah, she was very unhappy with the slice and dice approach.
But that's how we
Well,
do. So
That's how we do. Literal opposite of a stealth mission. I have summoned lightning.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
So when you say the Baron's
Yes.
down, did the call lightning act like a taser, or is he dead?
He's downed, like as you would be downed if you hit 0 HP. Like he's
Death saving.
completely, yeah.
Ooh,
Like
he gets special.
he's struck by lightning and he went down. Technically, every creature would be treated this way, but I don't think you care enough about those creatures to do anything else.
Wait, really? I thought it was just like anything that doesn't matter, you kill when you bring it down. They just anticipating that monsters not healing.
I would think that all creatures should mostly be set by the same rules. I just make it easier. I just like, oh, they're dead now.
I mean, that's logical.
yeah, no one's gonna heal them. Then they're gonna fail their death saving throws eventually.
Right.
Right, you run into a pack of wolves, like it's not like one of the wolves is gonna bring it some berries or something.
Or they roll a 20 and then get 1 HP back.
It does also make sense though that like it would be fairly rare to truly just land a like he is 100,000% dead blow. Like people can survive a lot, especially with magical intervention.
So next up, so can they make any actions under fear?
Yes,
The only
the dash
action.
action.
Is the dash action away from me.
They can't do anything else.
Mm-mm.
And they're compelled to do that. They have no options.
Yeah, so they have
Okay.
the frightened condition, and a frightened creature takes the dash action and moves away from you on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move.
Or no line of sight.
Yeah. Well, it still has the frightened condition, but it's allowed to start making saving throws when it no longer has line of sight to me.
Yeah, I mean, arguably they could run straight down the road, which presumably retains line of sight, or I think they can slightly scatter off course as long as it's in the direction away.
You take 7 piercing damage,
Yeah.
Lior.
Yeah.
The
Got it.
guard come right at you.
Uh-huh.
You take. Oh, this one misses.
Okay.
Comes at you with his large pike. This one has a spear. And let's see, you have. Oh, wait. You want to cast your inspiration on their attacks?
I was kind of reserving it for the Baron.
Okay.
So I could, yeah. Why don't I yeah, on this pike guy's thing. It says I can it says I can decide to use it after the roll but before I know the results, but you do secret rolls, so I don't know if that really applies. So yeah, I can give this guy a 1d8 off of his
Attack or damage?
attack.
Okay, roll.
Only one. He loses one off of his attack roll.
Yeah, it still hits. So you take 7 and 6. Where are you at right now?
I am at 27.
Okay.
And I'm going to make... Oh, my concentration broke. On fear.
Uh-oh. And David left. He was so upset by that.
Yeah. You feared David.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Oh, that was weird. I disconnected.
The cutting words thing, though, I can use it on their damage die as well. I just chose to use it on the attack roll on that case to try and get the concentration to last longer.
Okay. Wait, you rolled a 1d. Oh, that's a 1d8 for that. So, did you want to roll inspiration to make your concentration last longer?
No, I can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
All right.
I can inspire other people, and I can cut other people down. Nothing works for me.
You're
Gotcha.
onto your own tricks. Not good enough
Yeah.
to talk yourself into things.
No amount of positive self-talk is going to make that spell last longer.
Yet. I think at some point you do get that ability, right?
I don't know.
So one of the guards pulls out a potion from its pocket and gives it to Baron Vargas, who stands right back up, shaken. And the rest of them start running again.
Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I could be very wrong because I'm probably the least educated in D&D. They are all compelled by fear, right?
No, my concentration broke.
brick.
Ah, okay.
I know, right?
Never
Because
mind.
Right before
yes,
the turn.
otherwise, if their turn had come before those guys had hit me,
Yep.
Wait, who hit you?
Were they separate though? Because technically every single guard should have separate initiative, just so we know how to handle exactly this.
Technically, they moved last time. That's the only way that I ruled it, is because the last thing I did was move them.
That's fair. Plus, you're the DM. I'm just being a jackass because that's my favorite fucking activity.
But also, your Baron got back up.
And like the
saw
10
that,
guards that are
not
at 2
for
shouldn't be
long.
treated as all having 2. They should be individually done.
Yeah, that's what
And
I was
because
saying.
the ones that he moved were the last ones, the ones running away were the very last things he took care of. The other ones broke concentration first.
yeah.
All right.
Yep, I thought about that. I thought about that before. I was like, oh, this may seem unfair. I was like, no, that's the way I did it last time. So
I still
Yeah,
think we're
totally.
doing pretty
Okay.
well. The Baron is only one potion away from death, and none of the guards around him have weapons. So, like,
true.
it sets you guys up well.
I'm also fully able to just do the thing again.
Just, like, keep lightning, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Well, and eventually he'll come in my range. It might be pretty soon. Is he still running? He's running towards us, right? That's his path
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, he's off screen by now.
Okay. 60 feet closer to us, more or less.
Yep.
And still in
And
the
not
cloud.
Potentially
Yeah,
5
Yes,
still in the pod.
sir. He's on the
Um,
other edge of it now, but
all
Which
right.
is the south, not the north.
No, we switched it. We retconned that because it was confusing for everyone.
I know, because
Speaking of Norbert, somehow I screwed something up again and skipped Norbert. So
oh no, you're
we'll,
good.
we'll go back to Norbert.
I was kind of hoping you did.
So as you let's see where you at on this map.
Yeah, you got to switch map otherwise.
Let's look real quick.
I could have done it next time. And that's not for lack of love of the story. It's just you know, building towards how I'm gonna handle the situation.
Okay. I lost your token somewhere. That's okay. So you you veered off from her down the alleyway. Isabella, you misty stepped past her to the same crossroads. And you come out of the alleyway to see two town guards who appear to be leaning on their spears at the staring at the alleyway. And they look at you as you approach them. Getting ready to handle their spears. What do you say to them?
Well, just walking past. I throw my head up. None more. Just walking past.
You came at them. You're out of breath, and they go, "Who
I
goes
didn't.
there?"
No, I didn't come at them.
Well,
I came out of a misty step.
They didn't see you misty step. They see you coming out of this alley that they've been like waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I keep my hood up, and then I don't say shit.
No, they confront you. They say, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
I'm just passing by, trying to get to the parade. Where you at?
Roll a deception.
Damn it.
He peels back your hood and immediately just like grabs the hood as you're walking past and rips it down. It was like, "Villain, it's you!"
I immediately grab one of the two of them. There's two of them, right?
Correct.
I immediately grab one of the two of them and do shock and grasp.
Okay. All right. Roll shock and grasp. It does hit.
Non-lethal.
I think we said you couldn't do that for spells. You still probably won't kill him though.
It's
Is it baked into shock and grasp? It writes in a taser.
I mean, you have to touch him.
I set my bullets to non-lethal.
It's not
It's
bullets.
just
You
a
can
little
do-
shocky shock.
It's
If you're a
touch.
talented assassin, yeah, you shoot him in the legs. You know.
I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I'm of the belief like only even bludgeoning should really give you a non-lethal.
I think melee weapons are about it because you can hit them with the blunt side of most weapons. So
It's
everything
touch.
else, though.
Yeah,
It's
Jake, I
touch.
strongly disagree. Like, you can slice tendons with a dagger.
Oh,
That's
God,
non-lethal
can we not-
damage.
You can also miss and hit an
Can we just
artery,
not go
though.
down this route though? Come on.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to say, you would know this ahead of time, Norbert, if that changes what you're going to do. But yeah, your spell attacks would not be non-lethal.
Even touch.
Yes, even touch. Because it's not really a melee attack; it's a spell attack that requires you to touch.
I would do it anyways.
Okay.
As a spirit, get him.
So let me.
I don't think Norbert. I don't think he would have his full faculties of that. You know, he's still like, you know, he's still feeling it out.
He doesn't know
He's-
that this actually kills him. He goes like, "Go to sleep."
No, not
Sleepy
go
time.
to not go to
Sleepy
sleep.
time.
It's just like, hey, if I touch you and I shock you a little bit, it should be fine, right?
Well, we just established that they're not actually dead. They technically get 3 death saving rolls. You could stabilize them after.
Depending on how much damage you do.
I would think of it as like,
Considering you start
give
with
him-
the full 1d, like the lowest is 1d6, so it's it's mathematically impossible, right? Or do they have civilians that have 1 HP? Imagine if it's a guard, it's treated as a level 1 class at least, in which case it can't have less than 6 HP. I guess unless it has a negative con modifier,
Yeah.
but still. Like 0 chance.
Yeah, so you hit both of them with your shocking grasp. Because they were both coming at you at the same time and they were touching one another and both wearing armor. And they both blast against the walls. Boom! They just kind of land into the walls and slump to the ground. And you keep running.
Do you want me to run to roll the additional 1d8? I forgot about the armor thing.
Oh, is it additional 1d8?
Yeah,
Roll
it is.
Roll it.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, I
Wait,
forgot
what?
about that. Yeah.
No, you just have
Thank
advantage
you.
on the attack roll if it's made a meta.
No.
Okay, I thought it was something
No.
like that.
Am I looking at a different version of Shocking Grasp? I'm pretty sure that's not it.
They
Lightning
have
Strike-
updated like post spells with the new.
Yeah, you have
You have
advantage on the attack
on the
if they're
attack.
wearing armor.
If they're wearing armor on metal or made of metal on a hit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%.
Yeah.
It's heat metal is what maybe the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
yes.
Metal is just mean.
Yeah, it is a very.
I have that spell, but I haven't even prepped it yet.
Because you know how long it literally takes to doff armor? Like, if it's basically a
10
death sentence. So you're just
10 minutes
cooking.
without help. Or at least it used to
Yeah.
be 10 minutes without help.
Okay. Well, the prior roll was it was the successful roll.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the militia.
That was kind of you, by the way, DM. I didn't think about the armor. I just acted how I would.
Yeah, they all go off the map. I think that's fine. Ba-ba-ba. All right, all of the militia members that you can see, Leor, all have vanished from the map.
Cool. Godspeed.
Yeah.
I'm assuming because of the character pips here that this is like an all-female militia. And I'm very impressed, like Amazon warrior style. Like,
And there's the one who reached out to you was female, but yeah, it's like it's mixed.
I'd like to clarify. So we have the militia, we have like commoners, we have guards.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the commoners are starting to disperse a little bit away from the ever-growing wicker ball of flame.
Yes. Good. That is what I want them to do. And the kids have
Um,
left, I hope.
The kids have left.
I told
Yeah,
them
they
to
are.
leave.
Yeah, they're running away screaming. Essentially, they're just running. They have no idea what's going on. Probably traumatized.
Well, yeah, for sure. That wasn't my fault.
A couple of these. A couple of the militia do jump up to try and help you.
Mhm.
Let's see. Hits the guard for 2 damage. 1 hits and 1 misses. Whiffs it. And I think the rest of them are just commoners that are running away. Okay. We're just this is not easy to do. Why did I put so many tokens on here? Alright. Zaro, you're up next. Well, I finished moving some of these away.
Yeah, Baron is up and running still because he potioned.
Yeah, I would say he's like 100 feet away from you.
100 feet. Okay, so my math, I was going to walk through it. He started 250. He sprinted twice, so he's 120 of his movement. I had 90 movement. That's 30 away.
Yeah, he didn't have as full movement because he was prone.
Okay,
Because he had to get up from being like half dead.
but you're sticking with 100, not just like 60.
Well, he loses half his movement. Well, no, half of a movement, so it would be like 30 less.
Yeah,
No, it'd be 15 less.
15 less. So 45 would be the distance.
That's fine. 45's fine.
Okay,
I'm just
great.
making up numbers in my head.
Yeah. I'm just walking through my math. And I could move 30 feet closer if I need to, but if he's within 60 feet, I'll just stay where I am. I like to hit him twice.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. And I got a +7. But
It's going to be so. Before you do attack rolls, I will say that he is currently surrounded by these guards. The way that they're running together, so you are going to have disadvantage due to the amount of coverage that he has.
Well, I was hoping with the sneak attack approach here, I'd have advantage naturally from the stealth position that I was maintaining.
They all
on top of the
cancel.
building. Right. So they all cancel, but your ruling in house the other day was that if you have multiple source of advantage, you can use that to tip the skills back.
Yes.
But in that case, I'm happy to steady aim with my bonus action to
Okay.
make sure I get an attack off
Okay.
with advantage. So I got a nat 20.
Okay.
So that is this,
All right. Very nice.
Yeah.
but that's also going to be doubled except for the +4. So it'd be 27 damage.
He is extra dead.
That was the goal. Yes.
You've basically like took a chunk out of his chest that you can see through, like a hole rips through his chest, and he
What?
Yep,
falls
that was the plan.
dead on the ground.
Cool.
The Baron is dead.
All right, back at home, boys. Revolution done.
Lior, you're up.
All right. I would like to cast Calm Emotions, which I would like to do. Oh wait, not draw, measure. On the platform so that I want to get all the guards in it. Which I think I can do. 20 feet there. I want to cast it there.
Okay.
With drawing utensils.
Yeah. So they have a charisma save to make.
Gotcha. Can I just do all of these? Well, let me do all of these at once. No. Okay. Cool.
This will catch the militia in the range as well.
Oh. And what do I need to pass?
14.
14. So this is not going well. Nobody has good charisma.
Nobody's got charisma like me.
Apparently not. They don't hire these guards
Makes
for their
sense.
looks.
Riz is not about looks, Aaron. Riz is a mindset.
It's a little of
First-
both.
First time I ever played D&D was with a DM that required a comeliness score as an extra attribute.
I've been reading Call of Cthulhu, and they have appearance as a trait that you have. But it's kind of like charisma and like personal magnetism and stuff, kind of like all rolled into one. It's not just being pretty.
I've
Oh,
seen
no,
it
yeah. There was charisma
I've
and
seen
comeliness.
as the same or attached.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
I'm just feeling the comeliness just because I also watched season 3 of House of Dragons. I was catching up on all my nerd shows.
Wait, there's a season 3?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that. Did it just come out recently? Because I only remember 2 for sure.
Yeah. So I had to rewatch a little bit. That
But like
one
within the
was
last
long.
6 months or so?
Yeah, I'll double check. I may be misquoting you, and I apologize if I do so, bud.
All but one guard
If you're
saved.
lying to me, I am
I know I'm
challenging
gonna
you
feel
to
so
make
bad.
2 seasons. I was gonna say it's on you now to make sure the third season happens promptly. So get on that.
Okay. Aaron, you said all but one failed.
Yep. This is the guard that passed.
Yeah.
And then
Apologies for the misquote. I am creating
It's all
season 3 now. Sorry.
Yes, thank you.
Alec-
Thank you.
the militia, 2 militia saved, and one of them got a nat 20. So
So the militia is unaffected.
except for this one, the one next to you did. Sorry.
Okay.
One of the 2 got a nat 20.
All right, fantastic. So the militia member that's in the thing has immunity to being charmed and frightened. The rest of the guards, the ones all the guards that are impacted, become indifferent about creatures of my choosing, which is going to be me and the militia members. And we're going to just try to de-escalate this situation. So
You want to
we're
lump in the civilians too while you're at it?
well, it's they become indifferent about creatures that they're currently hostile towards. So I don't know if the guards are currently hostile towards the civilians, then yes. But I don't think that's the case. I think they're just after me and the
Fair.
militia members. But I'm gonna hold my hands up and be like, hey, everyone, we are on the side of the city. You are on the side of the city. There's no reason for us to fight here. The Baron is gone. The Baron is dead. You don't work for him anymore. So this is a personal choice if you want to be here and if you want to be fighting. Is this what you want to do? That's my turn.
All right. Edge Theo, you're up.
I don't need to roll for my speech or anything.
Not this time. You don't.
Okay.
You cast that good spell.
It is. Great spell.
So the Baron his body is like surrounded by guards. He's hella dead though, and I can
Yeah.
probably tell that.
Yes.
How far am I?
Probably about the same distance as Sorrow. About. So maybe like 30, 45 feet.
Just as like a fear tactic, I'd like to call lightning on the Baron's body.
Jesus
And if
Christ.
That's
If it
wonderful
hits him
because then
guard-
if they're like leaning over to try and minister to him, just they'll get blown away by that.
All right.
I was gonna say I would like to not hit the guards, but if just to make sure everyone understands this guy's dead,
Hey,
this thing's over. Even if I hit
Hey.
some guards, I hit some guards.
All right.
Aaron
So
did
roll.
say that the guards were swarming him so much that he had like advantage against
Yeah. So you're at the roll damage.
That's why I'm saying I understand I might not have that ability. Let
Roll
me
damage.
see.
Damage.
Let me see. 3. Damn, even better than last time.
So 16 damage total? Or no, that's per person.
Right.
Um,
Unless they saved.
and what was the save?
Dex.
I can't remember anything.
14.
Oh, I found it. That didn't show me the save.
Dex 14 is what it says in the spell description.
The one I shared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
I did
That's what I
the.
thought.
Okay. Odd.
Yeah, I
It's not
see
in
it
the.
now too.
DM is a team job. Way to go, guys.
Only if I'm the DM. 2 of them saved and 2 of them didn't. So
What's the state of those two? Are they dead?
Downed. Maybe I
Um,
heal them.
Give it 18
did-
seconds.
well, you're doing 3 to 10. You did 16 damage. Yeah, they're all down.
Damn, even the ones that saved?
Oh no, the ones that didn't
Okay.
save. Half as
And
much.
that-
So 8. They're still up, but they're hurt
That
bad.
suggests they're pretty weak too.
Maybe they'll be kind enough to save their comrades.
Yeah, the lightning just strikes the body, and they're all just kind of zapped, and you burn a couple of them to a crisp, and the other 2 are just smoking and like still up though.
You can revive the person
do-
after he's burned to a crisp.
I was doing finger guns as I did the blast, and
No.
Please always do that.
now I'm
from
done.
on. Finger guns for call
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah, that is canon. That is the thematic component for it.
No.
Just sitting
There
there
is
on
no
a hill.
thematic component though. Pew pew pew. Yeah, that's the verbal.
One of the guards calls out to his dead compatriot and says, "No, not Stefan. He was 2 weeks from retirement."
Hey, maybe I healing word him. You said they went down.
That's true.
We can just get there and stabilize them. You don't need to burn another spell slot. Like I can get there in a turn.
All right. Norbert, we go back to you. You're running through the main street now. You pass by the guards. There's almost nobody in the main street now, and you're still heading westward. What do you do now? You already know that the Baron's dead. Do you still keep running?
Okay. So maintaining that I want to keep Irina in my eyesight, for
Isabella.
the chase. Isabel, thank you. Jesus fuck. I will continue to apologize going forward. I'm so bad at names in general. Given that I've my intent was to keep Isabella, like within line sight for the chase. Have I continued to do so successfully?
Yeah, she's still probably like 40 feet behind you, chasing you.
Okay. And I got confirmation from my crew, my squad, that
Oh yeah,
that the Burgomeister Mayor Baron is dead.
correct. And Echdale just told you that he was doing finger guns when he did it. Well, when he cooked the corpse, he didn't actually kill him.
Specifically that, I probably nice. I mean, sounds cool. I would stop dead in my tracks and look at Isabella and be like, I'm good. I'm giving it in. I can't run anymore. My legs, they just ain't got no more run in them.
She runs up to you. She heaves over, takes a deep breath with like one hand on her leg. Did you just kill those two guards back there?
No, I just debilitated them, or what do you call it when
there's
you
a
make
lightning storm around here.
yeah. What do you say when you make somebody stop doing stuff but they're not dead?
Incapacitated them.
Well, that's what I'm saying to her.
Yeah.
Either way, you're under arrest. You're coming with me. And she clasps some manacles around your wrists.
I move away. I immediately move my hands out of her way. Nah, you haven't heard me out.
Are you gonna check and you're arrested now?
Yeah.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
No, it ain't free. It ain't free, DM. I pull my hands back and I'm like, your Baron's dead.
Do a persuasion check.
God damn it! Other than the most important role the entire night for me.
Why would I ever believe you to say the Baron is dead? I just saw the Baron not even 10 minutes ago.
I can change.
You continue to hear thunder.
Would you just listen? Like, if you wouldn't put me in cuffs, I'll walk back with you. I know you're a good person. I know you're a good person at heart. I know you wanted to help us. I know that's why you helped us. I know you have a strong sense of duty, which I respect. But at the same time, sometimes you got to see the trees for the forest for the trees. I don't know. One of the two. I'm actually from a forest, and I can't even say the damn thing right. But
did you burn down a large tree?
Well, how large are you talking?
Just something that I've been thinking about. But you're going with me in manacles either way. I can't trust you.
I'm not going in manacles with you. If you want to walk with me back, then we can. And yes, I did.
She tries to force you into the manacles.
I resist.
All right. Give me athletics.
Show me money.
Well, it's not terrible, but probably not enough against her.
We'll find out.
Anyways.
Whoa. She got an 8.
Oh. Yay.
You're able to wrestle out from the manacles.
I would just reiterate. Hey, I'm serious. I'll walk back with you. You don't have to detain me. Let's just walk back together.
Fine. I'm tired. Just come with me. And we'll call that the end of the turn. So this guard, the only guard that can attack you will attack you.
Oh, come
Correctly.
on. Wasn't persuaded at all?
No.
All right. That's fine. I am going to take a D8 off of his chance to hit me though.
All right, do it.
That's 7.
Oh, okay, mathing. Well, he rolled a 22, so
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
takes 6 damage.
Okay. Okay. So, Calm Emotions is a concentration spell, and I made my saving throw.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So the other guards, all just kind of like seem confused. Like, what are they doing here? They kind of like looking at each other and looking at you, and watch
home.
their, yeah, they're just kind of glancing around. You hear a voice from the buildings off to the north, Leor, it says, "Do it now!" And the militia, all of the militia attack you.
Okay.
Look up. Strahd.
They all miss.
Ho! Ho! Ho!
Yeah, all of them
I'm
miss.
just that cool.
How many of them miss?
All 3.
They're- yeah.
That's, oh yeah.
Can't touch this.
All right. Zaro, you're up.
Wait, are we engaged in active combat with anybody? And the guards are still attacking?
Leor is.
I am surrounded. But
Yeah.
it's chill, guys. Don't worry about it. I have a
What
plan.
did the 2 guys that were near the Baron who aren't dead or incapacitated, are they hostile still?
So I didn't actually talk about what they did. So 2 of them died. Well, 2
You
of
said
them are.
incapacitated.
Yes,
Mhm.
I feel like I have to say that for everything now. But
Indeterminate.
currently they are
Specifically,
down.
we're trying not to
Statuses.
kill the
That's true.
guards.
Yeah, so they are currently down. There are 2 down, and the other 2 are. They actually rushed over to the other 2 guards and are trying to resuscitate them or
Perfect.
kind of stabilize them
Yeah, I'd like to ignore them and I guess go 90 feet towards Leor.
because they don't even have any weapons. FYI, edge
Right.
that you did this to people without weapons. I hope you feel good.
So I
Don't
think
feel good. I don't feel good about anything we are doing.
if my math is correct, I think I'm still like 160 feet from Leor, right?
Yeah.
Because like other people were, yeah. So I'll make my 90 more feet towards Leor
Okay.
on the ground.
Wait, I want you guys to just meet me at the Baron's manor. Don't worry about me. I got it.
You're the one surrounded by people. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
going on here. Like, you sure
Yeah.
you don't want me to just like? We can both go to the Baron at the same time after, unless you're
Baron's
really sure
manor.
you really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
guess-
got this.
What about
Okay.
Norbert? Norbert, you good? You good, or do you want me to come help you? If Norbert is actually in character not responding to me, I'm going to where Norbert was.
No, I'm not. Apologies.
That's fine.
So this is kind of on the low side. I'm walking back with her right now. Where,
I love
where
the idea
y'all-
that he's whispering in his mind.
Oh,
If it's in character.
Did I start doing it again? Oh. So, anyways, I'll let y'all know that I'm walking back with her, and that she's like without cuffs arresting me. But I can meet up.
I'll
'Cause-
still head towards Norbert, but I don't like if I get to the point, I'm dashing at 90 feet per turn. But if I get close, then I want to be sneaky. And I assume Norbert can keep me updated on kind of how far I am, like a GPS.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, I think we would head that direction then.
Okay. You're just leaving Leor?
Yeah,
did tell them to.
literally,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
she told
was
us
like,
to.
"Do not come to me. I'm fine." I was like, "You sure it's really not a hassle?" And she was like, "No." So yeah,
Trust in the squad.
that was
Cool.
the advice I got from the
I
charlatan.
do want to know if the voice that I heard coming from that building sounded like Rictavio, because he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, where is
Um,
Rictavio?
So do a perception check.
Okay, great, will do. Okay, 16. It like
I
teetered
think
on a
it was
1.
the lady.
Ooh.
It was a feminine voice.
Feminine voice. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Great, we're gonna have to kill her too.
But we
Who?
can do that
Wait.
from the Baron's Manor. I'm fine.
Is
Lady
Rictavio
W.
a female?
No,
Oh,
it's
Lady
Lady
W.
W.
Yeah,
That's our lead theory.
for sure.
The subterfuge woman, right?
Yeah.
For sure, dude.
The one to fill the vacuum.
hmm
All right.
No, we agreed not that.
Yeah, we're leaving a council in charge. It'll have Danica, Irina, and Isabella on it. If Isabella's chill after she talks with Norbert. Isabella's seat still pending.
All right. Leor, you're up.
All right. I will become ethereal.
Okay. So
I'm regretting my decision to not head your way. But go ahead.
okay. You clasp the Hearthstone amulet around your neck and you feel the warm pulse of the magic thump, 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 before slowly then vanishing altogether. Your body flickers like a candlelight caught in the breeze, and that the amulet flares softly, and then everything shifts, and you become ethereal. The world dulls, and everything fades away around you. The buildings and the gallows all stay, but the people don't.
Oh. Ho. Do
The
we have shared vision right now? Could they see this?
Yeah, that's all we can see is just the darkness. Wait, I don't know. Are you seeing just you in a dark world?
It's
Uh,
not
That's
really
what I'm
good for
saying.
you, but it's pretty cool lore wise.
Oh, but there's a thing here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear the sound is distant and like muffled voices underwater. The cold seeps in. It's like not the chill of the Barovian wind, but like the deep ancient cold of the like in between. The buildings fade to like hollow silhouettes, and the stone streets of Valaki stretch out beneath like echoes of the city once alive. But no footsteps. No people. Just your breath in a fog, and you're not sure it's truly yours anymore. Then you see them. You see ghosts of Valakians wandering through the street in silence. Hundreds, maybe thousands in the distance. Men, women, elders, children, eyes all dulled. And then you see him. You see Rowan.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, I recognized him. That's why I was asking if you guys could see this.
oh, yeah, did not recognize it. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
don't
I
think
never
we're
would have recognized that.
I don't think we're supposed to see this, though, right, DM?
I also play super zoomed out on the map, so the symbols never mean anything to me.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, 100%. It's just, are we supposed to know what's happening outside of Leor?
Not really, but it's
Okay.
not really possible to like hide it from you easily,
No.
so it's
What,
just out of
did-
game knowledge.
But is
Oh,
psychic connection shared through ethereal plane, or is it a break of our psychic communication?
Oh, that's
Yeah, read your description, David, because I'm not sure. Can you communicate across planes is the question.
I'm
Yeah, I
going
don't-
to rule yes because Wilric can with Zaro, so that's already been established that you can do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, it's also distance based, so I don't know, like, if your world is
The
over our
planes
world, like it looks like.
overlap. Yeah, they're like
Right.
layers.
Yeah, so I think it would actually probably be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you
it's
could
fine.
validly rule the other way, but
All right,
Well-
Leor, what do you do?
Well, I was planning to walk to the Baron's Manor, but now I feel like I should talk to Rowan. Be like, do you live here now? Is this where you are?
He tries to speak, but like his mouth is moving, but no words are coming out. He's just completely silent.
What's his emotional read? Does he look like he's in distress, or does he look like angry, or?
He looks afraid.
Okay.
Can you do an insight check?
Yes. $15. And he's coming towards me. I would like to maintain a little bit of distance here.
He's approaching you, but he is trying to speak, but also motioning to his ears.
Okay. Is there anything unique about his ears?
And then he points to your ears.
I mean, okay. I don't like this. I think maybe we should continue this another time when I have figured out how to communicate with you. And in the meantime, I think this exchange, unfortunately, not really going to go anywhere. And I do have places to be. I told people that I was going to meet them, so I do kind of need to, get moving on that. But I will be back, and I will put some thought into how I can hear you.
Rowan just nods and then sits.
Oh, okay. This is much less menacing than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm sorry, Rowan. I will be back, I promise. Also, if you know why people keep thinking that I'm you, that, I would really love to learn about that when we can talk.
yeah, till the orb melts into your chest. Promise to be back.
Okay. I'm gonna book it to the Baron's Manor.
All right.
Oh shit, guys! People didn't start mistaking me for Rowan until after I got this amulet. That didn't never happened before.
It's the Rowan amulet.
Well, maybe if he's stuck on the ethereal plane and I had the only connection to it, maybe he's like trying to reach through. You know?
Yeah,
One of the hags trapped
projecting
in
himself
there?
on you or something.
Yeah, he made a deal.
There were
hag.
hacks.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As you start walking through the town, many of the ghosts start coming towards you.
Okay, vibe check on them.
Do insight check.
Okay. 17.
It's hard to tell. They look angry.
Okay.
And you see behind you, Rowan is now waving his arms frantically.
Oh, cool.
And he's mouthing the same thing over and over and over again.
Can I
And
do
you
a
could almost
lips?
swear
Yes.
he's saying, "Run."
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run.
Good decision.
Run and dodge
And-
these things if necessary.
All right, I think this is a good place to stop. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's good. I have an entire life to pack up.
Oh.
We'll see you soon,
Um,
Mo.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you moving here?
Well, for at least the time being, Andy doesn't want to call it moving, but I don't intend to be back.
It's a very slow motion move.
Yeah. Like, she's still going to be here
Gotcha.
for a few months, and I've told her, like, if she were to find a new job that she likes out here, would reevaluate. But I am not looking for work out here, and right now the market here is super saturated because everybody got fired.
Mhm.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm having the same issue. Like my market's super saturated. Everything I apply to has like 30 people applying to it. Like
In Kansas City.
Huh.
Some of the federal jobs and USA jobs have like thousands of applicants.
no, I mean
Not
the tech
necessarily
sectors
Washington.
have the tech sector is doing just as bad. Like in terms of like software.
But locally, there in Kansas City. Because I was kind of hoping
No,
that Kansas City was less impacted than someplace like
Oh,
DC.
I mean,
where
I'm
they're-
like applying for remote jobs too because I can do
Oh,
remote
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Mhm.
Fair.
I only do remote work.